and welcome to a new episode of Memphis on the Mark. My guest today is Drew Fleming. Drew.
Hey, Mark.
Welcome. Thanks for being here.
Thank you, sir.
You're the first guest, I think, that's ever had glasses. So I brought my glasses. We can
Awesome.
Look smart and be like Masterpiece Theater.
Perfect.
I'm not sure how long I'm going to wear these, but we'll see.
I say whole time now. You have to.
Okay, I'll try. These are my reading glasses. You use yours. Those are just to look cool.
They're just to look cool. Yeah, and then I just wanted to wear a shirt that was cooler than the shirt like Kevin would wear. So.
Sure.
Yeah.
You gotta. I know it's competition. Mm-hmm. Very much.
He's won. It's over, but I'm still trying.
You do what you can.
Yeah.
You really do. So, you shot a film for Kevin Brooks recently.
Yeah.
And you won a prize, or he won a prize.
The team.
The team won a prize.
Yeah. Abby Myers, co-director and writer. Rosalind.
Yes. Rosalind Ross, who's been a guest on this show. Mm-hmm. It's a very unique film. The way you shot it. Tell us, and you were the cinematographer.
Yes.
So, what was unique about this film?
Well, it's called A Night Out. We shot it in one night.
One night.
Kevin and I have been talking about doing a one-take film for a couple of years now, and this just seemed to be the one that fit. I don't want to spoil the film too much. I think hopefully it'll play at Indie Memphis, but yeah.
I'm sorry, that should be more like, damn straight it will.
Let's hope. Bridget, the way we shot it was one take. It's about 12 minutes long. Mm-hmm. The subject matter kind of lends itself to, I don't know, we didn't want to cut away.
Sure. I mean, so it is one take.
It is 100% one take. There's
so
no tricks.
Are you holding it on your, where is the camera? On your shoulder, on your hand, or what?
The take that's made the cut, or is, the final version, is all handheld. I'd tried a couple shoulder mounts and none of it was working, so I just ripped it all off, and I just had the camera handheld with a lens, and I was rolling focus and stuff. So I started on the shoulder, and then I moved it around, and it's not perfect, but the night's not perfect, so it fits, and it was a lot of fun. It was a challenge. It's probably the first thing I've done in a long time where I just wasn't sure I was going to be able to get it right, and I liked that challenge.
Sure.
Kevin and Abby really trusted me to help amplify their vision, and it was a good team. If you don't have a lot of money and you only have one night to shoot something, why not try a one take? So, and just, I don't want to give too much away, but I don't think this is giving anything away, is you start out on the street in front of Molly Fontaine's. Right.
Or the character does, and you're, again, doing this in one take, and the character goes up the stairs into Molly Fontaine's and in and around the house. And you are following her in one take. And the house was packed.
Yeah, that's all Kevin.
I mean, it's a party.
Yeah, he should, cast Bud Light commercials or something. We showed up and it was like 200 people there. So
my point is, you're having to weave in and around a ton of people to get this film. It is an amazing film.
Thank you.
It is an amazing short film, and the fact that you did it. It reminds me of Alfred Hitchcock's Rope.
Yeah, that's something we thought about.
Because that was done, and back then, I think the camera could only hold like 8 or 10 minutes. Maybe it's 10 minutes worth of film, and he did 8 or 9 10-minute shots. And you did a 12-minute shot. So in some ways, you are better than Alfred Hitchcock.
Well, no.
No, but
never.
But you are following in his footsteps.
I have cooler glasses than him.
Well, you do.
Well, those are great footsteps to follow. I don't know. I don't ever want to compare myself to people like that. I just want to make cool shit that matters,
Yeah.
It was fun, and it was Kevin. We really planned it out. It took kind of months of preparation, and then we did it a night before. We kind of rehearsed, and Rosalind and all the other actors were incredible.
Yeah, there were other actors in the film that you had to focus on and hear their...
Well, one of the things we realized with all the takes is that it's a different movie every time.
Really?
Because the performances are a little different, and then I'm focusing on different things.
Sure.
I think one of the things Kevin and Abby wanted to do is just let me find the moment, which I really enjoy doing with the camera. We don't have big Hollywood budgets. It's hard to create these big, fake, beautiful moments unless you have budget. Sometimes, you can still do it, but I'm really interested in trying to capture what's happening that's real in a beautiful way. And they did such a great job casting. All the actors were great. So after a couple takes, I kind of knew what everyone was going to do, and I could react to them. And I've worked with Rosalind plenty of times now, and I love working with her. She's super talented and super professional. And she and I said maybe 2 words to each other that night, and we were 4 feet away basically the entire night.
Wow.
She was so zoned in, and I was just kind of reacting to her because I wanted it to feel like you're the viewer at the party.
Right. When you talk about such an accomplished actress in Memphis, Rosalind is that you talk about Hollywood film, you have an incredible actress, you have an incredible set, Molly Fontaine's, the building, and like you said, Kevin Brooks is able to get 200 people.
Yeah, that was killer.
So it looks and feels like a Hollywood movie. I mean,
thanks, Mark.
It really does, and it's like I said, 12 minutes long or so.
Yeah, it was fun. It's definitely one of the most challenging projects I've ever done, but I loved it. I want to shoot stuff like that. It's so interesting to me to do things in different ways, and not that one take is a brand new thing, right? Hitchcock did it, but we only wanted to do it if it fit the story. Right. And we think it does for this one. And we had people ask after Film Prize, people didn't even realize it was a one take.
Yeah.
And so that kind of felt like a success to me, and that it wasn't a gimmick. Like, oh my God, Kevin, Abby, and Rosalind and Drew did a one take. Right. No, they made this film that's heavy, and it's
people
about this.
Looked at the dialogue and what the actress and the actors are going through. And like I said, so this film won the big award at the Film Prize.
Memphis Film Prize, yes.
And you had other films in the Film Prize.
Right.
That you shot. How many
I shot cinematographer and narrative world lately. I shot 4 of the top 10 films.
Wow.
It was just fun. I just wanted to make as much stuff as I could in the last year.
You've had a busy spring. I mean, from December to June.
Yeah. Yeah, I shot Soul Man, written and directed Kyle Topkin, starring Curtis Jackson. I love it. That movie's so fun. Without a Roof, written and directed Lauren Cox, who acted in it 36 weeks pregnant in 30-degree weather. Wow. She's a machine, it's awesome. And she's really subtle in the way she tells her stories. I like that. And then I shot Life After Death for Noah Glenn, written by him and Julia McCloy. And it's so funny and sweet and heartfelt. All the movies I shot are so different. I just felt really lucky to get
I know, right? I mean, they're all very different in theme and in style, and you make it look like, I think I need to clean my glasses.
Go for it. That's all right.
I only wear these really at home or I take them to church. If I don't take these to church, I can't read the hymn book. And so, or anything else. There we go.
But also I had awesome help on all of those.
Right.
Right.
Well, it is a team effort.
I mean, it is. Yeah. We can't make a movie alone. Yeah. That's
true. You have just traveled in the last 3 weeks. You just got back?
I got back, I think, 3 weeks ago. Yeah, it was most of July.
So. You traveled to some faraway places.
I did.
And you're making a documentary right now. An incredible subject. Please, let's talk about it.
Let's hope. So I'm producing, directing, shooting, editing. I'm making a film. It's a documentary about Don Bryant and the Bo Keys.
Okay.
Don Bryant sang for Willie Mitchell back in the High Records days. And then Al Green started singing when they met Al Green, and Don kind of took a back seat to the singing stuff and was a writer and met Ann Peoples. Wow. They've been married since then. He wrote, he wrote I Can't Stand the Rain with her, and then he toured as a backup singer for her. And he's touring now. She stopped performing a couple years ago, and he wanted to get back out there. He's 77, and he's killing it in front of crowds, big crowds. We played... I followed him and the Bo Keys, another badass Memphis band, in Morocco, France, and Italy for about 20 days, 8 or 10 shows. Wow. And, kind of a great way to encapsulate the project, which I'm calling Your Own Land right now. We played, I say we, I'm going to pretend I was in the band for the tour.
I like to pretend like I'm in the band all the time.
A 1,000-year-old amphitheater in Lyon, France. Mavis Staples was playing that night. Mavis didn't want to play after Don Bryant and the Bo Keys. So they shut the place down. It was incredible. Everywhere they went, they were the best band. By a mile. Memphis musicians are incredible. I feel like we take them for granted here, and that's
we do.
Part of the doc, I think. But also it's just this dude's badass. If you like soul music and a genuine, heartfelt person.
I just moved to the chair and it sounded like I tooted.
If you like soul music and I think everyone's gonna love Don when they get to know him, and I can help get his story out there.
Right. So you were traveling. What's Morocco like? I've never been to Morocco.
It's incredible. It's like being on the show Homeland.
Okay.
It was intense. We were very compartmentalized where we could and couldn't go.
Sure.
I had a scare with my drone. They're banned there.
Oh, wow.
I had to get it back at the airport.
Did they confiscate it at the airport?
Yeah. When I go into the country, I had to declare it, and they took it and charged me, and then that said you can get it on the way out, and then it was really hard to get it back on the way out.
I'm sure it was.
Yeah.
Wow. And where'd you go in Italy?
Right outside Bologna we went to the Paretta Soul Festival.
Okay.
It's been going on about 30 years now, and it's this festival in Italy put on in this small mountain town. It's beautiful, with soul bands from all over, and there's a lot of Memphis connections. The park is actually called Rufus Thomas Park, where they play the amphitheater.
In Italy?
In Italy, yes.
Wow. Wow. So it just shows you that Memphis music is part of your theme of your film, if I'm correct. It's just everyone else really loves and appreciates Memphis music, and we're just sitting around here thinking, whoa, I'm going to go see a movie tonight.
Right,
well, not
yeah,
seeing
screw movies, don't see movies.
Go see movies, for the love of God, go see movies, but we're like, I'm just going to go hang out.
Well, I think it's an issue. The project itself is not really a rah-rah Memphis piece. It's not a negative piece about Memphis, but it's not a piece about Memphis. It's about a musician and a band who happen to be from Memphis, and they deal with this. Okay. And I think artists everywhere, and anybody with a hint of creativity or wanting to be creative deals with this. Sure. Can't be a prophet in your own land. Right. Completely original idea. It's not from the Bible or anything.
No.
Honestly, I just love live music. I love filming live music, and I love connecting with musicians, and this is the perfect project. It's my first feature. Yeah. I've done tons and tons of doc work. I've shot 2 other feature docs, and I've worked on tons of small doc pieces, and it just felt, all the travel stuff I've been doing the last couple of years just felt like the right preparation for me to be able to handle this.
And this is your idea, this is your baby from the heart. What's the timeline, do you think? I mean, I know, I hate hearing that question, but I'm asking you, what does it look like? When do you, any festivals you want to, down the road?
Initially, my plan is to have a cut by January. I think we're going to finish filming in November. Okay. It's not a huge historical piece about the entirety of Don's life. I want to set him up and help people understand who he is and where he comes from. Sure. But it's not really just about, the good old days were great. I feel like we've seen that doc way too many times, and there are plenty of docs like that that are still interesting. But to me,
they weren't all as good as you might think.
Right. I don't want to make that. I want to make... And I think Memphis falls into this trap a lot too, as we look at the good old days too much and then forget the good old days that are happening now. So I wanted to showcase this band and Don. They're killing it now. And I mean, honestly, I'm just a fan, and I like capturing them, and I hope people like seeing them the way I see them. Great. Well, I look forward to seeing a cut and seeing the finished product. Thank you. Yes. That would be great. Me too. What, you're from Memphis, correct? From Memphis, yes. Born and raised. I know we talked earlier, you moved around some. Just a little bit. In high school or whatever, but. Yeah, we lived in Florida for 3 years randomly, but other than that, I lived in Memphis my whole life. Did you go to Disney World a lot when you were in Florida? Yeah, we went to Disney World some, and then I had a friend whose dad worked for Universal, and she could sneak us in a lot. Oh, sweet. That was pretty cool. Yeah. Well, that's great. I would have stayed there and just hung out in Universal. It wears you out, though. It does. Ben and I went last October, and it was like 9 degrees, and we had a great time with the Harry Potter stuff. But man, by 4 o'clock, we were like, we're going home. Yeah. I mean, we're exhausted. It is exhausting. It really is. Having fun is exhausting. It really is. Orlando's different than Memphis, but I love Memphis. It's a huge part of who I am, and probably who you are as a filmmaker too. I don't know. I'd love to go shoot some big projects in other big cities, and maybe I will someday. I don't know, but lately, especially the last couple 5 years or so, I've really just wanted to focus on telling Memphis stories. I feel like we're kind of in a unique position that it's always going to be a grind and a hustle, and but there's just something we have here that I feel like is an opportunity to tell the stories we want to tell our own way.
I agree. And also, shooting a film in Memphis is relatively easy compared to other cities.
Yeah. I mean,
there's not a whole lot of. In other cities, maybe bigger cities, you've got to get pay a fee and a license and have permission. You need permission too here in Memphis.
Right.
No, you do need it.
Right.
But we have so many talented people here that you could shoot a great feature, a great doc, a great short in Memphis in a day or 2 days.
Right, yeah. And someday I will. But I think that people who...
But shoot a short film in 2 days.
Right, right.
Not a few. Well, maybe you got, I don't know, maybe.
It's really hard to give me a good reason why you can't make a film in Memphis,
Well, you can. And now we got the big TV show here being worked on.
Bluff City Law, which is awesome. Lots
City
of
Law.
Memphis people getting jobs.
Yeah, Rosalind, I think, has been cast
nice.
in that as some role. I don't know.
I know Kevin's working on it, and then...
and Kevin,
plenty of, I know, like Shrewsbury. A bunch of Memphis people.
May Todd is in the office.
Yeah.
So it's good. It's as always, we want more Memphis people involved.
Right.
And hopefully that will come as the seasons go along. But yes, right now, some good Memphis people are working on it. And you got the Graceland movies.
Yeah.
Shot here.
I talked to the DP that shot the most recent one. He was super complimentary of Memphis and a lot of the Memphis crew that worked on it.
Right.
That was really cool to hear. Yeah.
That is very good. Well, listen, I'm going to do a little thing that I like to call Moments with Mark. And so you can sit there and you want to chime in if you want.
This is my favorite part. I love chiming in.
Everyone says that. I think that's why I keep doing it. I don't know why. But all right.
Wasn't those other moments weren't moments with Mark, though?
What do you mean?
Before now, it hasn't been a moment with Mark.
Nothing. There were always moments with Mark.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. I was just wondering. Yeah.
Yeah. Even back in the old studio, back in 2015 when I did that in the old studio.
Were those at K&O?
No, those were done at the old Beale Street studio.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Which is no longer, it has morphed into something else.
Nothing gold can stay.
I know. Good times, but things come to an end. And but they're doing good stuff down there via Productions.
Oh, yeah.
Good folk.
Good people.
All right. Hello, and welcome to another Moment with Mark, or Moments with Mark. Today I want to talk to you about the airport. Concourse B is being modernized and made bigger and nicer, and that'll be finished in about 12 to 18 months. And so now we need to think about what's going to happen to Concourse A and Concourse C once those become vacant. And we don't want those areas just to be empty. So I challenged the Memphis Airport to think about what to do with Concourse A and Concourse C. Here are some examples, a few suggestions, if I will. Maybe take Concourse A and make it a small hotel. People who are, like my mom used to travel, and if she had a plane that left before 9 a.m., getting her to the airport and on the plane was a challenge for her and for anyone and everyone else involved. And I'm sure older people all have that problem. So what if someone could check into the airport hotel like at 8 o'clock the night before, check their bags, get their boarding pass, and their nice little small, maybe somewhat Spartan rooms. All you need is a bed, a bath, and a TV. And they can, come out at 6:30 or 7 o'clock in the morning and get on their plane. Just an idea. I think Singapore has a butterfly exhibit in their airport. What if you take part of Concourse C and make it like a butterfly room or exhibit? You walk in, butterflies everywhere. It'd be something different. You could, conference rooms, make each gate area in Concourse A or Concourse C a big conference room. People fly in, have a conference, and fly out. A lot of airports have big conference spaces in their hotel, in their hotels that are in their airport, whatever, in the airport. You could set up a bunch of carousels along Concourse C for the kids to ride. Make it just like 15 carousels. Of course, the music would kill you. Or, this is simple, get a bunch of bouncy houses and set them up. That's cheap. and set them up all in Concourse A, and the kids can jump in the bouncy houses, and the parents would probably like that because it would wear their kids out. Because if you're at the airport for 3 or 4 hours, you don't want a bunch of kids with energy. So let them get there and bouncy out the energy. Another idea, we're talking about Memphis Films, is set up some small theaters in Concourse A or Concourse C, where you can come watch Memphis movies, or movies, they make movies in other cities, and you can have 1 or 2 of them play as well. But you could show The Firm, or Black Snake Moan, or Eli Parker's Getting Married.
Massacre at Hell
Fraternity
Island.
Massacre at Hell Island. That is a movie. The kids would love that. And so that's a great schlocky, gay B-horror film. Good times. So the point is, now is the time for the airport to start thinking about what to do with Concourse A and Concourse C once everything moves into the new Concourse B. So I've given you plenty of examples. Pick and choose, mix and match, do your own thing.
I think we need more craft breweries in Memphis.
Yeah, we don't have enough.
There are not enough craft breweries. I think they should both be individual breweries.
So you can do that. Actually, that's not a bad idea. And
maybe some like coffee shops that feel like Nashville, that would really fit
that's
in.
Would be, that's a whole nother Memphis on the Mark about Memphis becoming too Nashville or Orlando or Sacramento, California. But you could put some craft breweries. We do have some fine breweries, and you could put them in there as well. But let's get going, airport. Get ahead of the curve. Let's get A and C planned for the future. Okay, thank you. Drew, thank you so much. I appreciate you being here.
Thank you,
Taking
brother.
the morning, and I'm going to take the glasses off now. Woo.
Oh, wow.
I can see you now. That's great.
Sorry.
You know what? They don't make these kind of glasses anymore. Remember the kids, at least when I was young, the kids had like the Coke bottle glasses.
Yeah, I've heard of those.
Yeah, well, I actually saw kids in grade school with those things.
I think my dad wore.
They don't make those anymore. It's all just, they have nicer lenses and all that. So
yeah.
Anyhow, very good. Well, thank you for being on Memphis on the Mark.
I really appreciate it.
And we'll see you soon.